Dennis Haysbert, whose new TV show, Backstrom, airing Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Would you care to share with the radio and television audience what you said when you first came out and saw Chris Brockman? What did you say?
Well, I was jesting with him. I said, "Who are you?"
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you, sir? He's wondering who you are. Would you care to account for you? Quit yourself at all?
No.
He's ashamed, Dennis.
No, you shouldn't be. You know, to be totally honest, I know exactly where you are with this.
What do you mean?
Because I've been in. It's very interesting when you play sports and then you get out of it and you start doing rec stuff.
Yeah.
You expect things to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know what the circumstances are behind what he did, but I understand it.
You do.
I've played baseball. I've played in little baseball leagues and softball leagues and things like this.
And you're talking about really, you're not like for the Cleveland Indians.
No. I'm just talking about just regular,
Okay.
rec baseball, rec softball.
Sure.
And you have umpires that are not. I mean, they put on a striped shirt and they're umpires or whatever.
Just because they want to be.
Just because they want to be. And I jacked a home run, and it went over the foul pole. But the lines were crooked. And because it didn't go over the line,
right?
It wasn't fair because of the line. They called it foul.
So what did you do? Did you smash things?
No, I didn't smash things. I came a little unglued.
Can you describe for me what Dennis Haysbert is when unglued? Because you seem to be quite glued very well, sir.
Well, it takes an awful lot to get me unglued, but once I go, it's like Vesuvius. I mean,
no kidding.
Yeah.
We can't have that.
No.
So, but
it's not pretty, and I'm never, proud of it. But I have a very big voice, and when I yell, when I yell and scream, and the expletives come out.
No, we can't have that. We can't have. We don't want Dennis Haysbert working blue. We can't have it.
No.
Certainly, but I don't know the circumstances of what it was behind Chris Brockman's Vesuvius moment. I'm going to act as if it was completely unwarranted. And that's just the way I'm going to act.
There was, and I have more stories, but I won't tell them while Dennis is here, but there's more stories.
There's more to this.
We're in a separate game also on Saturdays. Something else.
Oh, my gosh.
It's safe to say that Dennis and our fires burn deep within.
Their fires burn deep within?
Yeah.
Okay. Dennis Haysbert is here. My alma mater took your coach. You're a 49ers fan, Dennis. So I would say I'm sorry, but I'm ecstatic. I couldn't be more ecstatic. And you are in a different state of mind, I imagine?
You know what? I don't know what the problem was. I don't know how you turn away a coach that has put you in the NFL championship game 3 years in a row. And then you have one bad year, and that year's not even completed yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know what went on in the front office or whatever. I'm sure they have a good reason for it. And I hope they, separated amicably. But for those of us that love football and love the 49ers, it can't be a good thing.
Yeah, with Harbaugh now at Michigan in his alma mater, what do you think of Kaepernick, Dennis Haysbert? Where do you stand on his regression this year? Because some people think that Harbaugh that's what he was there to do, was to keep him on an upward path, and he regressed this year. What do you think about him moving forward?
I think he regressed because they changed the offense on him. You got to let Cap be Cap, and he's not a pocket passer. He's the one that takes it outside the tackles, and where he can throw it away or run. I loved what he did against San Diego.
Yeah, on that Saturday night game.
Oh my God! I said, "Oh, that's Cap."
Yeah, where was that guy all year?
Because they weren't letting him do it. They were calling, pass plays, and all of a sudden he I don't know where he lost his confidence, but he was inaccurate. That Seattle game was a fiasco. The second one, first one. As well. Right.
Yeah, Cap's got to get his groove back somehow.
Yeah.
And maybe.
And I hope he will, and I think he will.
Well, he's almost as tall as you. He is just a huge human being, and fast too. And he's like I'd call him like an avatar. Like from the.
Yeah.
He's just one of those huge guys that 2 or 3 steps, and that's like 10, 12 yards down the field. I've never seen anybody cover ground quite like him. Ever.
A 90-yard run
Right.
from scrimmage.
Now, Backstrom is coming on Fox right now, 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays.
Yes.
You played Detective Sergeant John Almond, the interesting cop minister foster parent hybrid to a rat bastard, is the only other way to put it, Ryan Wilson on this show.
You could say that on this, right?
I don't know if I can, but I just did.
You just did. Did they beep it?
I don't know.
Or an 8-second radio delay.
Are we really? Okay. And he is a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
Big time. He's come on here many times, and I'm sure he's ecstatic about being back in the Super Bowl.
Well, he should be.
Did you guys ever talk football?
Oh, yeah.
side?
We had a big bet.
What about?
Going in is if the 49ers and Seahawks played
Yes.
for the conference championship, we had a $500 bet on who would win.
But you never got to that
But we never got to that
point in time,
No.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
What's this show like for you? What's it been like for you to be on this program that's debuting this week?
Like I said, like I said before, I'd never played a character like this. So I'm trying to figure out and working on it, is what television does for you, is you get, 13 weeks, 22 weeks to unravel a character.
Right.
And figure out what makes them tick. And my challenge is to find out why this guy, as a sergeant and detective, became a minister. Mm-hmm. So what trauma happened in his life that made him want to become a minister?
Right.
Maybe I, exploded after kicking
maybe
a basketball.
Maybe you pulled a Brockman. I know. And Dennis Haysbert here in studio. How many people come up to you and think you were the president of the United States based on your tenure?
Well, when I was
24?
doing it, and shortly after the series was over, I got it every day.
Every day?
For 4 years.
Do you get it every now and then?
Still, now and then. I still get people when
Right.
I put posts on Throwback Thursday, Flashback Thursday.
Yeah.
Put photos from there. Just, David Palmer, we love you.
I know, right?
And now it's Jonas Blaine. I have a lot of military fans, and
That's right.
and they really want, Jonas back.
Sure, yeah.
And the unit.
And from the unit, a David Mamet, for crying out loud.
Oh God, that was great.
Doing a TV show with David Mamet. Now, that's a guy who can work blue, David Mamet.
Oh yeah.
He might be the best blue worker of all time, David Mamet, for sure. Dennis
He's
Haysbert,
fantastic.
you have no doubt about it. Here in studio, Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, Backstrom on Fox. I know you. Go ahead and ask him the question that you want to ask. I know, because this guy's the
You said earlier, I can't remember if it was in the live look into the break, but you do some rec league softball, baseball. I mean, how do people react when they see Pedro Serrano on the opposing team in a rec league softball game?
Well, they stand back a little bit.
Do you put a golf club cover on your bats?
No,
I would
no.
I mean, you got it. Man.
That was fun.
Hats for
but
bats.
No, I never did that. Actually, that was a producer that came up with that.
Is that right? That idea?
Yeah.
It wasn't Sheen?
It wasn't Sheen.
No? That must have been fun back in the day.
Back in the
Good
day.
to see you here, Dennis. I appreciate you
It's
coming
great to be here.
Please come back anytime. I
I'd
really
love it.
would love to have you.
I'd
This
love
would be
it.
great. Dennis Haysbert, Backstrom airs Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox, right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.